Welcome back to Talos Principle 2. I'm dear darling, and why are we here? What truth awaits us? Why don't we answer more of these questions together? Where are we going into the next world now? I think we're in the next world now, aren't we? Oh, Jesus, that was so loud. Possibilities. Have we solved this one? What number is this? Oh, okay, it just fell. This number 2, it's flashing, so we have not solved it, I believe. Okay. Yes, and we have this new concept of a mechanic of the swapper thing, where basically something has to be in it at all times. We might as well take this hexahedron. We can't take the fan, so that's interesting. Wait, what? Hold on a second. I don't mean... Can't we just jump on this? And then pick up the cube. Swap it. Oh, you tricked me! I didn't see there were 2. Okay, fair enough. So that's what we need to do, but we need the laser. Okay. So I guess we take it up here, weirdly. To charge a laser. I don't know if there's an easier way to do that necessarily. And then we basically just do what we did just then. Where we do this. Interesting. I'm not really sure what the swapper thing was doing here mechanically, to be honest, but it's kind of interesting. I guess it's kind of like it's introducing a concept, I suppose, of temporarily holding something in a different place, right? Is this a Sphinx? No, this is Pandora, right? So Pandora is all about breaking levels to get lasers out of it, which we've not really had a great track record of doing so. But, you know, nonetheless, at some point we'll need to go back to it because it was actually a common thing in the first Talos Principle 1. It was just like pretty difficult to figure out how to do so.
Everything okay?
Yeah. The founder talked about transforming the world into a work of art.
Assuming what we
Don't
heard
you remember
really
her saying
is
that?
the founder. I think the world is already a work of art.
Based?
We don't need to improve it.
That's all. I'm not sure about it. That doesn't mean the world doesn't need improving in a sense, but it isn't very much a work of art if you think about it. It's one of the most miraculous things to ever exist. Interesting how there's like signs of life in this place, like much more active signs of life in this world than the others. The wall. Okay. Okay. What is going on over here? What do we need a jammer for? Oh, okay, so we need a driller. Wow, this is highly confusing. I assume we have a driller to swap. We do have a driller to swap, luckily. So we do this. So we just need to get the jammer out, essentially. Oh, okay, I see the issue. Right, so if we do it like this, I think this works. We do this. We get that and we swap this. Pull it in Slammer Llama Jammer. Drop the jammer down. We can't take a driller through its own hole. That makes sense. Can we jam a swapper? So basically what we need to do is we need to get something in here. What was this level called again? A wall. But basically the general concept, what we need is we need the jammer to get over here. To get the jammer over here, we need to either put something in there to swap it, and the thing we put in there needs to not be the laser, because the laser is the only way we can get back and forth. It seems like. So basically the cube needs to get over. 2 things constantly have to be in swappers. And one is probably the driller and one is probably the cube. But we can't put the driller through its own hole. And we can't take it this way, I don't think. We can do this way, which I'm not sure if that's useful or not. Because we can't really take you through here. I don't think... Can we jam a purple things? No, we can't. I'm not really sure what I was going to do with this, to be honest. I'm surprised that we actually can't swap that. There's something simple at play here, and it's to me it feels like it revolves around this, the driller. I'm not sure if being on the cube is like useful whatsoever. How crazy would it be if you could just jump over? I can take a cube over here. It doesn't really do much though, because of that purple barrier, which very much incentivizes, I think, this. Oh, wait a minute. Can we swap through the hole? Like, if I do this, can I can swap through the hole. Oh. So it's actually, yeah, the cube does go over there. And then the driller does go over there. Is the one to go into the swapper, but swapped from how I expected. I did not think of...
Well done, 1K.
This one kind of looks like a connector, doesn't it? That's what these are called, right? It kind of looks like a connector we're building. That's a very creative way, I think, to teach that. Ooh, social media. The devil's bargain. Interesting. Where's this going? From Theophidius of Adana to Dr. Faustus. From Marlowe to Goethe. Goethe? I don't know how you say this. There's a story that the ancients keep telling. A wise man tempted by the devil to sell his soul in exchange for knowledge, with terrible consequences. I've long wondered why they thought this story so important, and I'd be curious what others think. The ancient writers knew that knowledge is dangerous, and its pursuit often leads to tragedy. Knowledge is dangerous for those who want to hold power, and these stories are designed to keep ordinary people compliant. And yet in a lot of stories that I read, the writer seems fascinated with the devil's side of the argument. Damon's right is to keep people compliant. I can't say I agree with that. Maldek is right, knowledge often leads to tragedy. I don't know if I would agree with that either. I don't think so. I think we often conflated political anxieties with technological intellectual progress, because talking about real problems was taboo. That's honestly very fair. Knowledge can be extremely disruptive to a society if they're grappling with that. Okay, yeah, I can kind of see that. The pursuit of knowledge comes at a cost, but without it the world is boring, and deep down the writers knew that. Okay, like, I feel like in principle I agree with that, but I don't agree with the reasoning behind it. It's a pseudo-profound story that writers reused because it was made their work look deeper than it was. I like how a lot of these like 6 statements are like, who cares about all of this, stop reading into it. I think that's probably fair. That's actually a good point. It's not just deliberate propaganda. Maybe that explains why I always find the beginnings of such stories fascinating, but the endings are always banal. If all that can ever happen is either tragedy or a restoration or normality, what's the point? You know, I think I ended up being much more profound than even I intended it to be, but what do puzzles mean to the founder? What do puzzles represent to the founder? A very good question, who knows? Whatever they may mean to us and our culture, what do they mean to her? We have no record of her speaking positively about puzzles. She certainly has never expressed any interest in solving more of them. If Athena is me, then I always express interest in solving puzzles. Another deer. I'm also surprised there's no question mark that way. I would have thought for sure, there would have been something. It's number 4, it looks like it's up there or something. Excuse me, as I clear my throat. Like, quite a long way to number 4, huh? Is this number 4? Definitely a question mark over there, which we should explore later, I think. So this place is interesting because all of the levels are kind of like laid out like temples, which is fascinating to say the least. Why are all of them so grandiose? Prison. Okay, well, let's do literally the only thing we can do to start off with. I don't see anything else which even would be remotely useful, so... Huh. A lever? Oh, we had to... What on earth is going on? So we need a red and blue laser. Okay, so presumably we need to get orb connectors. Presumably we need to keep this door open. Can't keep a door open like that. Okay, first things first. I'm a realist, so drop that down. But no, we probably need that to be open. So this gives us another connector, of which we can use to grab a cube. Put that down. Keep this open like this. Bring this in. Now we have 3 connectors, right? So we can get the 3 cubes and we can hop over this wall. Oh, I don't know if I should have done that. I might have just messed up. Oh well, we'll see how bad I mess up is, I suppose, in a bit. No, I had to do it anyway because I had to use that connector, right? To get this one, turn switch on, lets us out both ways, and then basically we just make a connection. This one, despite the fact it looks very confusing, was very telegraphed, I suppose, of what you had to do. We need one more connector. Actually, can we move you down ever so slightly? So you can keep that open at the same time. And then we grab the final connector. What we need to do is basically no longer collect that one. But we do need it to be open, don't we? We can probably connect it with a blue laser like this. We could just go around, can't we? To open. We didn't need to do that whole cube business. And now that it's self-opening... another wrinkle. We only need one red laser now, don't we? Right, okay, so now this becomes a cube. And this becomes connect like this. And now we can use this laser. Wow! This was a convoluted level. In like the best way possible. No, I did not mean to set that up. Oh my gosh. I just want to put it down. Surprisingly, like, difficult and convoluted level. And interesting, it allows us to walk out like this. Has a purple screen there to prevent us from taking anything out.
Solving puzzles. In a way, 1K's experience must be very similar to Athena's in the simulation.
There's one difference, though. Athena was alone.
True. Just like Thomas was alone. We have a lot of question marks. This world seems a lot bigger than the previous ones. So I'm not like in a rush to find every single question mark. And we can, again, just sort of do it after we discover everything. This looks like a secret level, I guess. It's interesting they're called hidden levels. They're not like the most hidden thing in the world, because you can always follow them in question marks. We just have to walk out a bit, I suppose, to get them. So I wonder what a lore reason is behind their existence. All around. Okay, inverter. Right, that looks complicated. What is that? Oh, converter thing. Okay. Well, we have to start off with one of these. Bad boys. Isn't literally, I didn't mean to connect like that, but whatever. Doesn't really make a difference. Literally nothing else we can do. A jammer? Okay. Where is the end? I don't really know, but the only thing we can bring is another connector. So I'll bring a connector. Jam this just so we can have a look. Oh, here. So we need to get a green one there. So we need you. We need a red and blue. So we need the inverter out as well. So really we just need to get you out. Okay, so we just need to find something. Has to be pajama, right? I think it literally has to be pajama, which... Oh, that's confusing. My only guess is that instead of jamming this, we want to jam this first. So then we can bring you along here. And then we jam this. Because now we have an inverter. I don't know why this is useful. We can do it from this side now, I guess. We kind of need to have a connector. Temporarily, I think. Just to keep this open, right? So then we can bring the jammer in on the other side. Now we take the converter back, swap it round, that's it. Invert like this. Take the jammer, swap it with this. Boom, 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 done. Right, okay. I feel like I'm very much on a roll when it comes to solving these levels. Which is obviously a good thing, I don't mean that in a way of a bad thing. I'm just not surprised that there's not been many levels, I think, which have super tripped me up, right? There was like that one clone level, maybe? But if anything, I think the things that would trip me up will probably be the meta breaking things we have to do. I should really be doing the question marks as we get near them, to be honest. Surprising amount of them. Like, what's this one over here? It's so far away. This place is so big. I don't even know what we're walking up to. It must be a lab or something, right? Oh, it's the tunnels. Triangular tunnels, which we run as a deer through. Okay. Labs. El Clasico. I wonder if there's going to be anything about the somnambulance thing. Okay, no. Not that way. Wait, what? Okay, so we can't get through these labs, it seems. Really? Nothing to say about that? We can't get through these labs whatsoever? That's a new one. So these labs are in disrepair compared to the previous ones. Now that's interesting. I don't know why that would be the case, nor what we can do to really rectify that. I'm just kind of more surprised no one said anything about it. Wonder if Founder's lab seems to have collapsed. I guess that shows that even Founder has limits. There's no human building that can survive without maintenance. Roots are stronger than concrete. Unless she destroyed it on purpose, of course. But it seems like the ceiling just came down. I'm not 100% sure, but I think the puzzle clusters on the island correspond to the presence of the labs. Except, the lab near our base camp, which doesn't have any puzzles attached to it, although it does have other strange structures surrounding it. Are the puzzles guiding us to the labs, or are we just finding the labs by accident? I feel like the labs must have been monitoring the puzzles, right? What else could they have even, like, plausibly been used for? I don't really know, to be honest. But I suppose we'll be starting level 5 in the next episode. I mean, we're on a bit of a roll, I would say. We haven't found the Sphinx yet, so we don't know what the Sphinx puzzle is. I don't know what that is either. Anyway, number 5. Twice. So we'll be doing that next time. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It feels like there must be a secret around these sort of things. If you haven't watching... Well, I found the secret. What's that connected doing up there? How do we even get it? I don't know. But that must be how we do Pandora's thing. Is that Pandora's statue or is that Zeus? That looks like Zeus's. Not Zeus. Oh, another thing. Okay, next time. If you haven't been watching, thank you very much. This has been Talos Principle 2 and I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope you see each other again, but for now it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.